Hey guys, welcome to another episode in the deep playthrough of Gran Turismo 4. Slowly but surely still on our way to 100%, currently at 61.6%. Really feels like snail pace doesn't do it justice, how slowly we are moving forward. Anyways, we are doing the one make races, still have one to do in Nissan. And then we will tackle 2 in Toyota. After that we will do the US one make races and then the European ones. Then I think first I will do the endurance events just to get them out of the way. And then the extreme events and then hopefully we will be at 100%. We need to find a car for the Z series, which apparently includes the these are all the Zs, including the 350Z. I forgot that's also a Z car, the 350. So probably if I take a very old one, we will not be competitive. So I am also, for the sake of making progress, I'm not going to choose like the slowest car available. Alright, so a little bit of slowdown due to the Vulcan renderer, so sorry for that. But I keep it on Vulcan because I do think the car reflection are a bit better, but only rotating cars, they really slow down sometimes in the menus. So we have this one, or we have a 350Z 2003. Fair Lady Z, don't really see the difference. And that basically is it. I'm just going to go with this car. Holy shit, this is really slowing down. I could take an older cool 240Z or 280Z, but the problem is that, or the 300ZX, although I drove that one all at the start of the episode and I was very underwhelmed. I was really expecting a lot from that car. I find it a totally underappreciated GDM car, a sports car. It's a little bit like the 3000 GT. I think that's also, I think that is a little bit more popular already, getting to that legendary status, but compared to the Supra or the Skylines, I find the 300ZX, which in itself is a very cool, technologically advanced car for its time. It's quite underappreciated, I think. I was expecting more from it in the game, but the handling, I really didn't like it. Anywho, I could choose some of those older, much cooler cars than this 350Z, in my view. But then I'm sure there will be in the starting grid, there will be 1 or 2 350Zs, and then I will, of course, totally be uncompetitive unless I start tuning my car. And I want to avoid tuning. I just want to find a balanced car right from the start, so to say. I'm now looking at the emblem on the hood. That emblem, that looks really weird. The car itself looks quite detailed actually, but that Nissan circle, that icon on the hood, that looks really weird. And also the number plate looks really like a black rectangle just slapped on there. Anyways, enough talking. Let's get to some racing. Alright, New York, Tokyo, El Capitan, Mazda, Grand Valley. It's quite a lot. And it's already quite late on a Monday, so I really hope I can do this quickly. Otherwise I may have to continue in the next episode, because I do have to get up quite early. Unfortunately, man, I wish I didn't have to. Then I really could make some genuine progress just playing it 24/7. No problem doing that. Only thing is, I can't, unfortunately. Whoever invented work, I want to speak with the manager. Anyways, there are a lot of 300 ZXs, so we will be, oh shit, wrong button. I guess quite competitive, because I assume a 350Z will be quicker than a 300 ZX. By the way, one moment, I have to double check my furnace. 1 second. All good. I smelled something. I was like, okay, is the furnace still on or something? Anywho, here we go. I don't know what it said, how many A-spec points this race is. Alright, here we go. You see? Yeah, we are quicker. But that wouldn't surprise me if the AI has like tuned cars. Although I don't really think so. We are really a lot quicker. Although the first place car is keeping quite the pace. Yeah, but these are the 300 ZXs that I find underrated cars. Sound of this 350Z is a bit awkward. Sounds way lower revving. It only goes to 6.5K. I was expecting these V6s to rev a little bit higher. This is such an annoying corner. Right, so we're basically driving against the clock. Let's try and improve my time. 2:01. Oh shit, this will not be a good time. Or maybe it will, with the wall banging. Now I have to brake before the 100 meter sign. Let's make a mental note. Again, fuck me, before the 100 meter. Alright, let's try to improve in the last lap. Alright, over there I can really brake a little bit later than 100. Right, here we go. you brake too much before the 100-meter sign, you actually brake a little bit too early. Also, this section I could carry way more speeds through this left and right hander, to be honest. Just like here, totally. Could carry more speed through there. I do feel a little bit that I'm cheesing my way through in this car, so it would maybe be cool to just get a 300 ZX to be a little bit more balanced, although it's not a championship, so each race there will be a different competitor field. So let's see who are in here. If it's constantly only older Z cars, I will also select an older Z car. Yeah, now there is a 350Z. So in that sense, it's not really cheesing. Wow, that car over there is also pretty cool, by the way. That red one. Is that the 280Z? No, that is a 280Z, but I was not aware this model was in the game as well. My dad used to have the car to the right. Let's check out that car. Yeah, that's a cool car. I wanted to. That is actually the 300 ZX that I find underrated. More even so than the car that I pointed out earlier. That's the 300 ZX, a newer model. This one is really cool. You have it like with a V6 turbo engine as well. Alright, let's try and catch up. We only have 2 laps. Maybe I am down too much. Oops. Man, it would have been cool to get that old 300 ZX. But if that is only available sometimes in the used car dealership, and you have no idea when, then it also becomes a bit of a chore not doing the race and only checking the car dealership until the car pops up. Unless it maybe was in the classical section of the new car dealership. I can check that out. because I'm pretty curious how that car will drive. This is all really easy, which I don't mind that much because again, we really need to make some progress. We're only at 61%. But it also feels like I am, if every race, if you cheese races, you just rob yourself of the opportunity to have a nice, exciting race. So let's see. No, I don't think that car is in here, by the way. That older 300 ZX. Here we have a very old 280, which we already did a race in. Then we have the 240, which I did not use yet, I don't think. But then we don't have that older 300 ZX, which is a bummer, because that really is a cool car. I wonder... which year it was. I think it is an 80s car. Here. Nice, here it is. Alright, let's drive in this one. This car really, in my view, went under the radar way too much. It didn't get the love in that it deserved. Alright, this is just a regular Skyline, I guess. Here. This is a Z32. Yeah, this is the one that I also find a bit underrated, but not as much as the, what was it, 83? Man, is that car that old? Anyways, that newer model we already used in the playthrough and I was quite underwhelmed with it. Probably we will now not be super competitive, but then I will just put on a modest turbo because I really would like to drive in this car much more than the 350Z. The 350Z never really did it for me. It really was about the 240Z, 280Z, 300 ZX, not the 350Z. But we are now up against the 350Z, so this will probably be unwinnable. Unless the pace of the competition automatically adjusts and gets slower, but I doubt that. Anywho, this car did also come with a turbo. Apparently not the version that we are having, but that also makes it more suspension of disbelief, or however you say it. It's more realistic, or not unrealistic, to screw a turbo on this car, because I'm pretty sure that this car came with a turbo as well. It had like maybe a regular... we are actually keeping up. And if the 350Z will be held up by the competition, then it could be quite a fun race. Right, the only thing is I should probably have refreshed the oil, because this impacts performance. But even with a dirty oil, we are keeping up. How fun is this? Alright, really happy I did this, because this really makes this race 10 times more fun than in the 350Z. I do think it may be a little bit unrealistic for this car to drive by the more modern 300ZXs this easy. But yeah, I don't care. We just have like a unicorn model, which somehow is super fast. I'm only a little bit worried about that 350Z, the red car. It's being held up by the 300ZXs. Probably not forever. And once it gets past there, I need to start defending, because I'm pretty sure it's much quicker. So far so good. Alright, how many laps? 3. This car is also hitting... Oh shit! My bad. I wanted to say this car is also hitting 200 kilometers an hour for a car from 1983. Pretty impressive. Almost 180 or 100k kilometers on the clock. Is that the odometer? The distance counter? I think it is, right? Of course, the chassis will be a little bit tired. So this is probably not totally representative of a fresh model, what we're now driving. But it drives pretty well. It's quite predictable. No annoying understeer. You can get the rear end to slide a bit. Right, at least the 350Z is not yet in second place. So that's good news. Oops. Oops. Should have kept it in third gear. Oh man, almost lost it there. I didn't brake. I thought, see if it's possible in this car. Normally you really have to, in other cars you have to brake before you go, when you go uphill, before you hit the top of the hill. Otherwise you lose control on the downhill section. But in this car you don't really need to, probably because you're just not going that fast. And then I was like, see if I can keep the downhill section also without braking, but that almost went wrong. Very nice. Really happy that I was able to get this car. I totally forgot that it was in the game. If I wouldn't have seen it as a competitor car, I would never have known. Because I'm not constantly checking the second-hand car dealerships. Anywho, 2 more races to go. This is going much more smoothly than I expected. We will watch the replay at least one lap, but of the last race, because I really don't have that much time, unfortunately. But I am looking forward to a replay of this car. Ah, fuck me. Now the 350Z is up front. Yeah, so now we're screwed. I will never win this. Yeah, I need to start over. This is not possible to win. Because the 350Z or the 350Z will now just increase its lead and we will never see him back. So if we get out and in, it randomizes the grid position a bit. It feels a little bit like cheating, but yeah, it is what it is. But also, not only because we get a little bit more power, but just it feels not right to drive a car with dirty oil. So let's quickly change the oil. I do intend to keep this car in the garage, although I don't really like the color for this car. White is fine for Honda Type R's, and for the RX-7 I find white is actually my preferred color, but for this car not really somehow. Alright, again there's a 350Z in the field, but now it is not in front, and that is exactly what we needs. By the way, what I was totally unaware of in this game, not in separate races, but if you are in a championship series, there's actually the possibility to qualify. It's called, the menu item is called practice. So I was not aware that that also includes a qualification option, but that's pretty cool. Also, when we will be doing the endurance races, normally I drive the first stint myself, but if I don't have time, because there are so many endurance races, and I just want to start with B-Spec from the get-go, then the problem with starting B-Spec is that if your guy is last, he has a lot of problems getting past cars. So then what we can do is just do a quick qualifying session, get him to first place, and then immediately let B-Spec Bob take it over right from the start. Anyways, thought to share that. There is a qualifying option for championship races or championship series. So not for the standalone races, weirdly, but it is for the not for the standalone races, but it is for the races that are linked into one championship series. Alright, we need to get in front of the 350Z before he overtakes 1 and 2. He already overtook the second place car. So we need to be quick about it. Although I hope he will be having a harder time getting past the first place car, which appears to be quite quick actually. But the fun part of these AIs is that I'm not sure if it's in each race, but they also make mistakes, and especially in the fast corner after the corkscrew, they can go wide. Only problem is I don't hope that the car, if any car goes wide, it must not be the first place car, because then, right, they're both not going wide. Holy shit, I'm really screwing it up. Anyways, otherwise the 350Z could have overtaken the first place car. Right, how many laps do we have? 3, nice. Always a tricky corner, that one that we just went through. This one as well, you can gain a lot by keeping speed through that one. I was about to say, I need to make a move. Where's my opportunity? And here it is. Nice, clean overtaking. such a tricky corner. Always feels like I'm taking it too slow. But if you go faster, there's such a big chance of going wide there. In that first right-hander. Alright, way too much braking here. Too late steering in. But yeah, the AI is really forgiving in this Z series. This Z championship, I forgot what it's called. And there we go. Towards the last race of the series. I actually made it within 45 minutes, or at least roughly around 45 minutes. I will make it. We still have 8 minutes left. That should actually be enough to do another race, the last race. Assuming it's around 2 minutes per lap and only 3 laps, that's 6 minutes. Alright, what was this? Grand Valley Reverse? Alright, no 350Zs, very nice. Alright, there's a 350Z, goddammit. Or is that a 300C? Let's check, what does it say? Fair Lady Z, it says on his license plate. Still not quite sure. Check it out, how quickly that Z is off. I still don't know exactly what the Fair Lady brand is all about. Is that for the US market? I have no idea. Alright, not the cleanest. I have no idea how many laps we have. Alright, this is the first time I'm experiencing some understeer in this car. Pretty controllable slide suddenly. Alright, it's about time. To make a move. Right, I really have to get to grips with the track layouts. Right, nice. He braked there for no apparent reason. Yes, that was not the cleanest. But whatever, he has a quicker car. He can try and catch up on the straight here. Right, he actually started braking quite significantly. Not sure why. Right, could have carried more speed through there. And through here. Man, this really is a totally, this Grand Valley, it has, I think, quite a lot of different layouts. This, I think, for sure is the longest. And there we go, unless it's a 3-lapper, I don't know. Very nice, let's watch a lap of replay. Yeah, that 280Z also looks mean. It's such a cool car. That 240Z as well. Man, these are such cool cars. I actually find these Z cars cooler than the Skylines, to be honest. Except the 350Z. It's really not for me. Alright, I will quickly look up what is Fair Lady? Is that only for the US or also for other markets? Fair Lady Z. The 350Z known as Fair Lady Z in Japan. Ah, so that's only for Japan. Alright, apparently why you don't see a lot of 300ZXs, and that's the yellow model, is that the cost of ownership is almost the same as a 911. Now apparently that's quite high. maintenance costs. Alright, but I cannot. I also see cars here referenced as Fairlady US cars, so I'm not sure whether it's only in Japan or also in other markets. The origin of the Fairlady name. Man, I really dig this race. It really has some emotional value for me, this one, because my family used to have one of these when I was growing up. Alright, let's just assume it is mostly for the Japanese markets. The Fairlady pedigree is intimately connected with the development of the sports car in Japan. Amazingly cool cars. And it was quite an enjoyable, exactly what I needed. Just a little 5 race events, really not that hard, but still quite enjoyable. Let's see if we get a cool reward car. Nice! Very cool. Ah, that's maybe the reason I didn't drive this one yet. Pretty good, big chance that you cannot buy it. That is only a reward car. God damn it, that's a cool one. They're all cool, I must say. Let's see. Can you buy that one, the 240Z? Nope, you can only win it. There's no price. So this one definitely stays in the garage. The only car I am going to remove from the garage is the 350Z, because it just doesn't do it for me. I find it such a weird car. It's positioning. It's not a Z car. Z car, this is really more for the youth, I would say. The Z cars, like the 280 and the 300 ZX, they were, I would say, a bit more mature. And then I would say, if you want to, don't care about maturity and stuff, or like a little bit of a professional image, then you just go with the Skyline. But then the 350Z somehow is in between the old C cars, like the 280, the 300 ZX, and the Skylines. But I never really understood, because its purpose, because and if its sole purpose is to appeal to the youth, because it's just a tuner car, I would say, yeah, maybe there are also grown-ups driving them, but for me the association I have with that 350Z is basically a tuner drift car and nothing more than that. And there's nothing wrong with that, but somehow I find it falls in such a weird place between the Skyline and the what used to be, I'm not even sure whether the 350Z, yeah, probably it's the successor to the 300 ZX. But No, that is actually that new Fair Lady C or so that recently came out in 2023 or 2022. I would say that is the real successor to the older 240Z, the 280Z, the 300ZX, not the 350Z. That's, I find it really weird marketing and placement, product differentiation. Anyways, long story short, that car never did it for me. Although I can fully understand people that like it. It's just not for me. So I removed it from the garage. Next episodes, we have to do 2 Toyota 1-make races or events. And then afterwards, let's, by the way, see if I can already buy a car, or shall we do that in the next episode? Let's very quickly look. I think it's a Toyota. It are really, I would expect like a Supra Cup or anything, but nope, it's the Vitz and the Altezza. The Altezza, the Vitz we can just buy new. And the Altezza, I am not sure. Alright, so the Vitz, we will just buy this one. The RS Turbo. I don't think the Altezza is here. So indeed, let's check the second-hand dealership. What year is the Altezza? Ah, the Altezza, that's just the IS 200, 300, even the Altezza touring car. I may have that one actually. But even those IS 200 and 300, you cannot buy them. Don't ask me why, but it is such a weird, very weird allocation between the new car dealerships and the second-hand car dealerships. I don't know, that IS 200 or IS 300, I can assume that were also cars that you could buy around the game's release. So why isn't it in a new car dealership? Or if not a new car, why isn't it in the classic car dealership? Why is it only in the second-hand car dealership? I don't know. Anyways, let's quickly see if we have that touring car. Not that I'm going to use it, because that will be way overpowered. No, we actually do not have it. The touring car, that's fine. But let's see if there's any Altezza or IS 200, or whatever that car is called. Right, another one with only 10k kilometers on the clock. This one hits. Oh, because the one that we had when I was very young was this color, I think. So let's buy that one. It's only 10 kilometers on the clock. An MR2 with only 10 kilometers on the clock. Don't really like the color. A Carina. Nope. And another car with hardly any miles. Ah, that's the Gallant indeed. remember that one from way back. A Miata in blue, that also looks pretty cool. Alright, Toyota IS. MGF, maybe I can already buy some cars for the European events. I'm sure there will also be cars that I can only buy once they pop, or that you need cars that you need to find in the car dealership and that only pop up once in a while. So if I already see it now, could save some time to just buy it already. But I will just wait because I have no idea what cars I will be needing for the European events. Alright, not a lot of Toyotas here. A GTR MNP2. What the hell is an MNP? Special color midnight purple. Holy smack. This is indeed that epic color. I don't like purple except this one on this car. Alright. That's a buy for the garage. I already have a lot of Skylines, but these are such epic cars. S2000 Type V. What the hell is a Type V? Looks like a pretty regular S2000. VGS it says or something. Acura Integra Type R. I like the Type Rs, but not that model. That front end looks a little bit silly. Before I forget, let's sell the other. Let's sell the white one. It served me well, but yeah, I don't need two. This is 332 Newton meter, and what does the new car have? 333. It has 1 Newton meter more torque and 1 horsepower more. It is not the exact same color, I think, as my family had, but it is pretty damn close. It's all, I really have like flashbacks to my youth now. I didn't see the car that often. It was this is the turbo indeed. It says turbo on the back. Anyways, it was from a family member that only visited once in a while. Anywho, did we check out this showroom now? Yes, right? Yes. So we need to quickly check out this one for a Toyota. Supra twin turbo. Did the Supras in the 90s have twin turbo from factory? This is... I don't really like that Supra model. Skyline GTS, I think that's the 2 wheel drive instead of 4 wheel drive. so many different Miatas. Don't ask me what the difference is, no clue. The 3000 GT, I also really like that car, but not really this version. The one with the pop-up headlights, I like better. Integra Type R, is that also the one with the... Yeah, this is the one I really like. I think I already have that one in the garage, in the nice color, white. For me, that is the only Type R color. Why did this car have like, it's green? But over here, it has like gray and green as color. Does it have a gray roof? No, it has a gray bumper. Right, so that makes it two-tone apparently. Anyways, no Toyota IS. So yeah, we will be figuring out how to get those in the next episodes, when we will be doing the 2 Toyota 1-make race events. Guys, hope you enjoyed this one. Hope to see you there. And for the meantime, don't forget always to keep on gaming. Later.